Third time's a charm.
I think it's good.
I'm
looks good. I'm taking a picture of it so it's more recently in my phone, but I think you're smart about writing it down. Rebecca and I struggle with our setup
every single time. Let's see.
Because we don't remember how to do it.
I'm going to make mic notes right now.
Okay, cool.
Mic notes. All right, read that off to me. What do we want to...
Microphone, US 4x4, then 2 stereo recording, and then speakers, mixing driver 2.
All right.
Sweet. I really dig this energy we're channeling right now.
We're so exhausted. We made an oopsie and went out last night and had a great time. Met a fun new friend, Courtney.
Yes. Hello, Courtney, if you're listening.
Yes.
We absolutely adore you.
Do you remember us, the gals from It's All Gone Terribly Wrong?
A podcast
of absurdities, oddities, and obscenities.
Ayo!
That's who we are. Oh my God, we did it so quick this time.
Did, within the first minute after I edit.
Yeah, right? After the mic setup. But so Courtney, if you're listening, thank you for entertaining us. Not entertaining us, but, being entertaining with us.
Yes, exactly. I like that.
It was fun. And we did a little karaoke, which I want to see that video. I totally forgot you took.
I'll show you after. Yeah.
It may not be appropriate
you
for...
You can sing good. Maybe it'll be extra content at some point.
Sign up for Patreon now to see me sing karaoke. Isn't that like what you've always wanted?
I bet it is. We're going to have so many new Patreons after this.
Definitely worth $1. That's all I'm saying.
$1 a month, y'all. You only have to pay $12 for a full year of extra content.
You'll
just saying.
Barely notice it.
It's true.
Right? And you get, like, the more you spend on our Patreon, you actually get stuff like stickers and mugs and t-shirts and hoodie.
Yeah.
So it might be worth your fancy.
Yes.
Also, big news, we got the hookup at Caligaz Photo and Supply.
Yes,
I'm pretty sure
shout out to them.
They hooked us up with a new, used camera. Used
you
for
could say
us.
New. It looks brand new.
New to us.
Yes.
And equipment so that we are that much closer to our YouTube reemergence. So we're getting there, folks.
Exciting times.
So we'll get back to that. Jordan, explain what we're drinking tonight.
Oh yeah, we don't get any cool little cracks. Oh wait, here.
Screw off wine because
we're fancy like that.
That's class. That's class. But it's actually really good wine. If you are interested, it is Murphy Good with an E. And we are both sipping on, she's got a Merlot, I've got the Cab. And you don't like yours?
I can't decide. I think it's just like the first initial sip is like, it's almost like taking a shot.
Yeah. Wine is an acquired taste. Also, the thing is, when Jordan opened hers, it was like...
Smoke came out.
Smoked a bit? I don't understand that. I've never in my life seen that. Mine did not, so I'm thinking maybe... I hope yours isn't old. Oops, I hit the mic.
It gathers dust on the inside the older it gets.
Well, I don't know. Like that fermenting process.
Okay, yours is red too. Yeah, because I was going to say maybe it's just because they're red. Well, mine's red, but I forgot yours is red as well.
Yeah.
We're also, I'm drinking out of the bottle.
Again, that's class.
I'm just saving dishes.
Exactly. You know what? That's conserving water and soap and natural resources.
Exactly. So. I'm just looking out for the environment, man.
That's my Jordan. Always thinking about others and the environment. Yep. I mean, animals for sure. She doesn't want this to somehow, her use of a wine glass or any glass at all to affect sea turtles or
that's right.
manatees in any way.
I drink milk straight out of the thing,
out of the teat.
Out of the teat. God.
like that quote from last week from this movie Psycho that we discussed with Tara Card for the podcast Stay on the Line. What was that quote? That it's hotter than
it's hotter than
fresh milk or something?
Fresh milk out of a cow's teat.
I think we added that teat part, but that was implied.
Yeah.
Disgusting. But
it is gross when you think about it like that.
Sure. So Jordan does it for real, for real. She drinks it straight from the teat.
I have a cow in the backyard. Man, that'd be awesome.
Wouldn't it?
Have you seen the fluffy cows? There's like really fuzzy ones. They're super cute. Okay, I'll show you a picture
Is that like
later.
some sort of like Himalayan / Tibetan kind of? Okay, well, that makes sense. But nope.
So they don't get cold.
Because it's chilly up there.
Yes.
It's chilly on those nipples, on those teats. Talk about cutting ice or glass. That's what I meant. Or ice. Starting off strong, folks.
Yeah.
Remember a couple episodes back / also in the first season, I told you wine does something silly to me? So get ready, folks.
Good. I'm digging it.
I literally have no other notes. What do you got?
I don't think I have any.
I'm going to get this little string off of your microphone.
Okay.
It's annoying me.
I just realized that I took an Adderall and I've been drinking G Fuel all day.
Oh my God.
I was like, why do I feel like I'm having a heart attack? Now I know. So hopefully
But I'm so focused about it.
Yeah.
Please don't have a heart attack right now.
I don't intend to.
I'm in no state to take care of someone.
I don't got time for that, man.
Oh, I forgot. I know what we forgot. What's gone terribly wrong for you this week? Or terribly right?
Terribly wrong.
Or 2 weeks, since technically it's been 2 weeks.
I had to go to urgent care last week because my stomach's fucked up.
Yep.
And I have diverticulitis. Is that how you pronounce it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's fun. My mom's convinced though that it's just like anxiety poops.
It's just stress poop, baby. It's just stress poop. I mean, that's good for you though, because like when I stress, I can't poop. So.
Oh yeah. I don't know, man. This is
like, what's worse?
A little inconvenient. Like, I can't really go out to. Well, no, that's not true. I went out to eat with my mom last night.
I know it did fine, but you're on medicine now.
Yeah. Well, I still have to be like near a bathroom.
Sure. So, is that our next poll question? Would you rather have anxiety poops or anxiety constipation?
Ooh, I like that. Yeah. That's it.
Would you rather poop too much or too little? Yeah, I'm going to say too much. I'm going to go on record right now as saying too much.
You would rather poop too much?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, same. Because you don't want to be, like, mega bloated and...
Oh,
like,
it's the worst feeling ever. Literally the worst feeling ever.
Yeah.
And I've experienced all the feelings.
All the feelings? All the poop feelings?
All of them.
Oh, my God.
Oh, my God.
I swear this podcast...
We're just keeping it on brand.
Poop.
Keeping it on brand.
Yeah. And what all went terribly right is that my favorite band, Little Big, just dropped a EP of pretty fantastic cover songs.
Right.
So, very stoked about that.
That's a wonderful 2 weeks. Yeah. Big, well, no, other than
the Russian rave music.
You're right. That was a shitty, pun intended, 2 weeks.
So what went terribly right or wrong in your 2 weeks?
I actually thought about this, and there was a situation that I'm sure you thought maybe I would want to talk about or bring up, but maybe, who knows. But I'm going to sum it up as saying the terribly right is that I got our merch situation from Pensacon sorted in a roundabout dramatic way.
Yeah.
But it is sorted, and
yes.
by God and bygones, you know.
Yeah.
Like, what all I have to say about that. So, folks, we'll have some koozies for you soon.
Yay! Finally.
Thank God. And Jordan and I will finally get some shirts for ourselves.
Yeah.
Which we have some shirts available through Patreon, but we're working on additional merch going forward. But koozies, I think, is a nice start.
Agreed.
And everybody, we have promised koozies. Please email us again.
Yeah, exactly.
We've made a lot of promises and we've forgotten all your names.
Forgot a lot of stuff. Yeah.
So
this is a good time for koozies too because it's summer.
It's summertime. It's beer and barbecue time.
Beer and barbecue.
And
Fuck
grilled,
yeah.
not grilled chicken, grilled corn on the cob is what we were talking about earlier.
Yeah. Creighton sent me this video.
That was a fun transition.
It's like a really awkward, like, parody thing this guy invented. I forget what he called it. It's basically a hand, and you put the butter in the hand to butter your corn, and so then the corn goes in between the hand, and it's like...
Oh my God, that's genius and hilarious at the same time.
Commercial is like really uncomfortable to watch.
I don't know if that translated over audio, but basically it's like
you're stroking the corn.
Yes,
with the fake hand.
Right, but it's also then buttering that corn.
Yeah.
But can I butter your corn cob? Wow. That's fucking great. I like that so much. Maybe we can link to the
We'll share it on the page.
We say and then forget to do.
Very inappropriate.
Oh, that might get us blocked from Facebook.
No, it's on Facebook.
Oh, okay. They're cool with that.
Dude, speaking of, like, the Facebook moderation, whatever, is, like, so screwed up. Like, I've seen so much stuff recently about people getting blocked for, like, bullshit.
Yeah.
And then, like, people reporting things that, like, legitimately needed to be removed. And Facebook was like, this doesn't go against our standards.
Crazy.
It's, yeah. Our friend Nick actually was in Facebook jail.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
For what? Nick Flagstar.
Yeah.
By the way.
He was like debating something with another person, and he was like completely like, he's always really well spoken. He wasn't like being mean or
berated
or anything.
like a troll.
I think he
or whatever.
just said like any intelligent person, something along the lines of that, would like understand this, and somehow got blocked for that.
That's terrible.
It's stupid.
That is stupid. That's terrible. I hope he's okay with us sharing that story.
I'm sure he is.
All right, cool. Because I mean, it is stupid. It's friggin' dumb. People be dumb sometimes, you know.
Yeah.
I think it's Russian bots that are Facebook moderators. They don't fucking know.
Right.
They're just making shit up as they go.
It doesn't translate well either, so they're like, I think this is okay.
Right.
This sounds offensive. We'll block this one.
Like that time you commented on Homeboy's Russian page and like you're the only one like responding in English. Everybody else is responding in Russian. And you're like, I wonder why I didn't get a response.
Yeah. Ilya Pushkin of Little Big has a very fantastic Instagram, and I am apparently the only American following it.
That's vocal at least about it.
Yeah.
Trying to post on him.
Yeah, that man is sexy, and he needs to know.
He's quite good looking. Yes. But I don't know if it translates. You broke the internet. I don't know if that translates in Russian. I don't know if that translates. It's like
a Kim Kardashian thing, so I feel like that phrase in general is pretty well known. Right. But maybe not. I'm just going to start blowing up all of his posts until he responds to me, because he responds to a bunch of other people.
Notice me.
Yeah.
Because celebrities love that.
Yeah, totally.
They love that so much. Hey, remember me? Remember me? Oh my God, it's me again.
I just have to like buckle down on my Russian. Yeah. Duolingo actually was yelling at me before we started recording. It was like, I miss you.
Yeah. I got the brush off from Duolingo finally, again, for the second time. They didn't even send me the courteous, we're going to give up on you email. Like they sometimes do.
They just ghosted you.
Yeah, they ghosted me. Why does everybody ghost me? I deserve love. And not go, I do want to,
I remember. God, you scared me. I was like swallowing my wine. And
oh my God. No, I remembered something. Okay, so last week again, or last time we recorded, we mentioned our iTunes reviews, and one of them specifically was mentioned.
Let's cheers.
I just got wine on the pillow.
They're messed up anyways. Nuka.
No, this is the good one.
I think they're both messed up. No, maybe not.
No, I just fucked it up.
It's fine.
Damn it.
Now they match.
We can't have nice things.
I thought you were cheersing with the bottle.
Oh, we can do that. Cheers.
Oh, wait, it didn't even make a cool noise.
Clink.
There we go.
What are we cheersing?
Anastasia.
Beaverhausen. Tina. Listen, girl, I'm going to say this. I need to stop drinking so I can remember shit as I just poured another glass of wine. I totally remember us having this conversation about you being, God, what is it, goddess? I can't remember the, sorry, I don't remember. Again, memory issues. But yeah, so thank you for your iTunes review a year and a half ago. Thank you again for that review.
Thank you for sticking with us and understanding.
Yes. But also, as you mentioned in our Facebook post, Becky is very awesome. So
yeah.
Or cool or awesome, whatever the word you said. Memory problems, remember? Who are we talking about again? What are we talking about?
Who are we? Who?
Oh, man.
Okay.
Are you referencing the thing I told you?
Okay. I'm never going to forget that.
I don't know who that is. My name's Karen. Inside joke you guys will never hear about, sorry.
Yeah, sorry guys. And
some of you may know.
If you subscribe to our Patreon.
Smash that subscribe button.
Yeah.
I loved Tara's whatever impersonation of a
She did a perfect
YouTuber.
job of every YouTuber that says
Smash that subscribe button. Okay, I kind of...
All of her impersonations are... I
Spot
fucking
on.
love them.
Jennifer Coolidge.
At the beginning of the episode, where's my beer?
Yeah.
I can't even do it, but it was like a perfect start. It was so good.
Yeah, that was a fun episode.
Yes.
I really enjoyed it.
If you guys haven't listened to that, we did a crossover episode last week with Ms. Tara Card, and you should listen to it. And then you should also go over to her podcast, Stay on the Line, where we discuss the, what was it, 1960s
something
film
like that.
Psycho.
Psycho, that was a great movie.
Dude, speaking
repeat about
of, after I watched that one, I went back and watched the remake.
I was going to, and then I didn't.
Vince Vaughn was sexy when he
Wasn't
was
he?
younger. Oh my God.
Maybe we're just attracted to serial killers. Maybe we're just freaks.
I think so.
Oops. Okay, this mic situation, though. I'm going to have to lift it up so I'm not constantly hitting it. Yeah, wasn't he?
Yeah.
I remember scenes of it, so I remember what he looked like, and yeah. I had a crush on him.
I didn't recognize him at first.
Yeah, it was early.
He looked good.
He did look good.
And it's kind of funny he went
Anne Heche
from
too?
that to... And what?
Anne Heche.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That he, like, did that and then, like, started doing a bunch of comedy movies after that.
Yeah, that was weird. Okay, so definitely those sirens probably caught the camera.
I live in the ghetto right now.
They were super close. I told Jordan, let's not acknowledge every sound in the background because I can barely hear it when I listen on the playback. However, those sirens were pretty close. Oh my God, and they're so close.
The other episode, when it was storming out, you could hear the thunder pretty good too.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Maybe I just have shit headphones or
No,
something.
I think it depends on how you listen to it. But yeah, with the headphones, you think you'd be able to hear it more.
Also, I'm old and I have poor hearing in general.
Same.
So there's that. Okay, literally I have nothing left. But content.
Oh, I have a weird lit.
Oh, yay. Okay.
Yeah, I don't have any more notes, but I've
Weird
got a
lit it up.
Well, it's from this week. Did you hear about the guy that the whale ate?
I'm sorry, what?
So this guy, he's a lobster diver. So he was offshore getting lobsters, and a blue whale was feeding in the area that he was swimming, and it accidentally scooped him up in his mouth.
Oh, no.
And he survived.
Oh, thank God.
I said ate. That was a little dramatic.
Whoa.
So he didn't actually swallow him, but he was in its mouth, and then it finally, I guess, realized this
I don't want
is not
this.
for consumption.
Yeah.
And so then it spit him back out, and apparently he, like, flew out of the water into the air when
Jesus,
it spit him
with
out.
that much force?
Yeah. So he had to go to the hospital for injuries. I was trying to figure out, like, what exactly was injured, but it didn't specify.
Yeah.
So he's okay, but this is what I thought was crazy. So apparently, he survives, like, a death.
Yeah, near-death.
Basically, near-death experience, yes. 10 years ago, he was in a small plane in Costa Rica that crashed in the jungle.
Oh my God.
The pilot died and like 2 other people died. He survived with 5 other passengers, and because it crashed in the jungle, not only did they survive a plane crash, but they spent 2 nights in the jungle before they were found.
Son of a bitch.
Isn't that insane? He survived 2 near-death experiences.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Okay.
This man is like the luckiest man in the world.
I feel like he should have gotten his own story.
Yeah.
You know, if there was like
I
more
just didn't have enough.
Oh, sure.
Because I almost did.
It just happened. So
yeah.
That needs a little bit of back story or a little bit of time for that kind of information to come out.
Yeah.
I'm going for my my eye drops because my eyes are super dry.
Arms are just like behind her back. She's sitting in the chair. There's like this little jingling noise going on.
Sorry, this is an editable moment or not. Who cares? But yeah, my
we're real here at
GTW. Smash that subscribe.
I had to make sure I got the letters in the right order.
DIY.com.
DIY sounds so much better than DIY.
Do
yourself it.
I think that's great. So I decided to put new contacts in, but they feel old. I don't know what it is. They're brand new, but they feel crispy.
Ugh, crispy.
Okay, not that bad, but certainly not comfortable. All right, back to the show, folks. It's all jokes, folks. Jordan.
Rebecca.
Would you like to tell me a story?
I would.
Noise. By the way, that was a fantastic weird lit. That is so messed up.
It's crazy.
So messed up. I can't even imagine. Like, that's like new worst fear ever.
Getting swallowed by a whale?
Yes. And it not realizing that I am not for consumption. That I am actually tasty and it wants to continue that.
Yeah. The plane crash thing scares me the most.
I feel like I've watched enough Bear Grylls to... No, I'm just kidding. I would die. I would literally die within seconds. I'm like, I'm not even waiting for nightfall. I'm just going to die now.
Just die. I give up. I've lost the will to live.
Just leave me here. Let the ants take me. Take what's left.
Yeah, I hate flying. I've talked about that before. I have to fly. I'm going to Delaware next month for like a week.
Oh, yeah. Next month, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
July is going to be
a shit show for you.
Yeah.
But all good things.
Yeah. I definitely didn't plan it. Like, my mom and I had already taken off to go to Delaware, and then I found out that my closing was on the 30th. So.
Right. So there's really nothing you can do about it.
Nope.
But make it work.
Yeah.
But you will.
Work. Yeah. Always do.
Always do.
All right. Episode. I gotta change my phone settings really quick. I have my screen time out at like 15 seconds.
Oh yeah, it sucks. I just keep tapping like a psychopath. Just tap.
Okay. People are like blowing me up right now.
No one wants me. Some days I'm super popular, and some days nobody wants anything to do with me.
Yeah, that's how I feel.
And I'm like, okay, fine. But also I'm lonely.
So I have to shout out to my friend Zach for starting this rabbit hole.
Ooh.
He sent me a TikTok, and it was like the person asks a question, and then like, you know how they're like, show me you're single without telling me you're single, and then it goes to the person that's actually making the TikTok, and they do some weird things. So it's kind of like, well, it wasn't that, but that was an example. So this one though was, what do you undoubtedly believe is true even though you can't prove it? And this guy was like, cryptids.
Yay.
He was like, basically because they have always had, like, they're driven to survive. And so even though humans have, like, kind of kept pushing them further and further away, you know, there's still, like, a vast wilderness out there that we're not familiar with. And weird things happen to people all the time.
All the time.
So one of them has to exist at least.
Yes. Please tell me you're going to the Russian ones.
I am not.
Okay. Because there's a shit ton there.
Are there? Oh, like weird Russian people like missing
They've got
stuff?
a Russian...
I know they have a Yeti.
Yeah. That's the one I've seen most of.
Yeah. I started watching that, or I was watching a documentary on it, and I got bored, so I just didn't do that.
So I watched this show called Paranormal Caught on Camera, and they regularly feature like Siberian, whatever the fuck they call them, Yetis, basically.
Yeah, it's
not Yeti, but it's some other word.
No, one word was like Chunaya, but there's another more more commonly used term. I can't remember what it was.
Me neither.
Yeah, I might have to look back into that then, jump down that hole.
However, any cryptid you come up with, I am super excited about.
Hell yeah. Well, I'm doing, because I wasn't familiar with it, the Wendigo. Okay, so you're familiar with it.
I'm very familiar with the Wendigo, but it is a great story.
Okay,
so.
well, maybe you can give me some input, because I'm not going to lie,
Nope.
I last minute did these notes.
Well, I might be extending my, I don't know, assumptions here, but the Wendigo is one of those things where there's a base lore, but then also there's all these like side lores, and it basically can be, I don't know, there's a lot of side
Different
stories that may or may not be accurate.
Yeah. It originated from folklore by the First Nations, which is groups of Canadian Indigenous peoples. They are typically around the East Coast forests of Canada, the Great Plains, and the Great Lakes. Mm-hmm. So they started it.
Oh my God, Jordan, there's a giant roach right behind you. Not even fucking lying.
Where?
It's on that carpet.
Oh, fucking A.
I'm out skis.
No, don't move.
Oh my God, but what if it flies? With their notes. But this...
Nuka, come eat it.
Quickly. Guys, it's raining, or it's been raining off and on in Florida, and that's what happens. These palmetto bugs.
Nuka, are you ready?
These palmetto dinosaur roaches.
I don't know where it went.
Oh, fuck me.
It's like... Oh. Sorry, Nuka. Get that shit, Nuka. Get it, Nuka. Get it.
This is fun audio for everyone.
Get it, bud.
Come on, Nuka. And he's like, but the chair, I can't. It's in the way. It's in the corner, Nuka. Get it. Save the day. Get it. Eat it.
It's just poking it with his nose.
Come on, eat it.
Ah. Why is it invincible?
Because they're invincible. I don't know. Yikes. I feel like I'm trying to find something for you. Did you get it?
I think we got it. Almost. Here, can you grab one of the shoes in the hallway?
Yes. That's what I'm gonna do. Good Lord.
Oh shit. Okay.
Huzzah!
Jesus Christ, that was a
Fiasco.
Let me grab a toilet thing.
A toilet thing. My wife saved the day. Whee. Okay. Look, indeed. Hello, Glories. Good boy, Nuka.
Boy.
Good boy.
You get a bone after we record. Ugh.
Sweet baby boy.
All right. Well, that
was fun.
be fun to listen to.
Yes, I think that's gonna be extra fun.
They don't scare me, but it's just because they're unpredictable.
Yeah,
You don't want
yeah.
them flying at your face.
Yeah. Exactly.
Okay.
Ugh. Okay.
Speaking of demonic things that have been on the earth forever.
Right? Palmetto Wendigos. Wendigos.
I kept wanting to say Wendigos too.
It might be
Like Winnebago.
Winnebago, yeah.
Okay. That stupid thing made me get all out of sorts.
I know. I had to readjust, and I was like, this doesn't feel right.
All right. The first thing I'm doing when I move, I actually already got mail there.
Whoa. Really? How?
I guess because once you're in the system, they give it to certain companies or something. So
That's weird.
it's a bug extermination place.
Oh.
So like the first thing I'm doing is like getting all that shit sprayed down.
Yeah.
Because when I was there last night, there were like So many spiders. I fucking hate Florida.
I had a lot of spiders in my place too when I first moved in.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not a plug for them, but I went with Terminex, and
I think that's what the mail is from.
So, yeah.
I'm fine with that.
That's good.
Someone.
They come quarterly, and I mean, I pay that, so it's,
Quarterly?
yeah.
Oh, that's good.
It's kind of expensive, but it's worth it, I think.
It's so worth it.
I still get the rain palmettos, though. Like, I'm serious. When it rains, and no house is safe. They're going to find their way in. So,
yeah.
Anyway. Back to the Wendigo.
Okay. That was so much movement.
Oh, yeah. You need a breather?
Breath. No, I'm good.
No, you fought hard. She fought mighty. You guys.
All right. Shout out to Wikipedia, because this is where I got most of my information. If you have extra money, give them money.
Give them money.
They help our podcast.
You hear them every week or every 2 weeks.
They provide us with all the lovely content that
they're just so thorough.
So the Wendigo, when I watched a video on it, she pronounced it Wendigo, but I like Wendigo better.
Yeah, I think it's... Again, I'm pretty sure Wendigo has been mentioned before. I'm pretty sure it's
like... There are a bunch of different like pronunciations and spellings and stuff.
Right.
So.
We mispronounce native words all the time. Yeah. Like someone told me that instead of Sacagawea, it's Sacagawea.
Oh, really?
Is how it's really pronounced. So we fuck shit up all the time.
That sounds about right. Yeah.
Yeah. But we're going to go with the traditional Wendigo.
Yeah. It's said to be a malevolent spirit, depicted as a creature with human-like characteristics, and it possesses human beings a lot. It's known to invoke feelings of insatiable greed, hunger, the desire to cannibalize other humans, which is like a very big part of it, and then the propensity to commit murder and those that fall under its influence. In indigenous representations, it's described as a giant humanoid with a heart of ice. Foul stench or sudden unreasonable chill may precede its approach. Basically, they described it as essentially smelling like death.
Yeah.
Because, oh wait, I wrote that down. Hold on. So whenever it eats another person, it grows in proportion to the meal that it just eaten. So it like never is full, which is why one of the things is like greed and hunger,
right?
Gluttony, basically.
Yeah. Insatiable.
Yes, exactly. That's a good word. That just makes you think of Princess Bride. Incorrigible.
I was going to say it makes me remind me. It reminds me of the movie Ravenous.
Oh my God.
Right?
I love that movie.
So good.
Y'all, go watch Ravenous. Not the stupid zombie one that came out on Netflix in like 2018.
Didn't know that was a thing.
But what?
Who is in that again? I forget.
The
Is that Christian
zombie
Bale?
one?
Christian Bale?
Wait, Ravenous? Wait. I just broke my brain.
Ravenous, the one I'm talking about is almost like a Donner Party situation.
Exactly.
Where like,
but another movie called Ravenous came out that was just some stupid zombie movie.
Okay.
I haven't seen it.
Wasn't aware of that one.
Yeah. No, the one, is it Christian Bale? Is that what you said?
I think so. If my memory is correct. I'm looking it up right now.
It's about,
I can't do.
Are they military guys?
Yeah, they're like cavalry or something like that.
Yeah, and they're at a camp
at a fort
in the mountains. And it's really good. And it's also, I like it because it's got like that eerie, like underlying tone. But it's not like.
It was like
the
some weird.
The score is really good. Yeah, the music's phenomenal. And it's not like excessively gory either, which I like. It's not like shock value, like grotesque or anything. No. It's very well executed.
Oh, Guy Pearce, duh. Okay. I don't know. That's who it is. Guy Pearce. I'm stupid.
Pearce. Is there anyone else notable?
Robert Carlyle, which you'll recognize his face. You may not recognize his name, but you'll recognize his face. David Arquette.
Oh, nice.
Is in it. Jeffrey Jones, you'll also recognize. Neil McDonald. I don't know how to pronounce his name, but you'll recognize his face.
I won't recognize his face because I don't recognize anyone, but
true, you have face blindness.
Our listeners might recognize.
But most people would probably recognize that.
Y'all should check it out. We need to do another crossover episode.
It is listed as horror. It's horror western. Yeah. So yeah, we'll share this with Tara Card.
Yes, we will share this with Tara Card for sure.
Let's see. Please, go ahead.
Let me drink this wine.
So I'm sending this to Tara Card, and maybe we can do another crossover episode with Stay on the Line, Miss Tara Card.
Yes.
And I'm also going to message about a potential Patreon exclusive episode where we do a gift exchange, since Tara said that she had gifts for us, and we will also have gifts.
Yes, we also have a gift for you, Tara.
Hala, I meant huzzah.
So they're never full. So they're portrayed as gluttonous, which we said, and like super thin. And the other thing that I was going to say about that is supposedly they also like smell like death because they eat themselves sometimes because they're always hungry.
Yikes.
Dude, I didn't realize this was going to be like so morbid. I started like researching this and was like, so much for like antidotes and like lighter things. But it is really interesting.
Well, mine's fun, so
okay, good.
Darken it up.
That's why I'm glad that you let me go first, because I figured yours could come behind mine and pick the mood back up.
It certainly will do that, folks.
Excellent. Good.
Buckle your seatbelts, but don't worry, you'll get to relax in a little bit.
People believe, like, I guess most lore and stuff like that is started as a cautionary tale to keep people from doing bad.
So you may have this in your notes, but I think it's a big piece of what it is. I heard, and I may be confusing this with something else, but like Wendigos are created from people who use magic for bad purposes. They do.
I didn't have
so
that.
You've got like your shaman, your healers who are using magic and whatever celestial things for good purposes. But then if you do like black magic or do harm, you become a Wendigo.
Yeah,
is what I heard. Unless I'm confusing it with something
sense.
else.
There was another part, like because another thing was people can turn into them if they're already like really gluttonous and malicious and stuff. Like,
okay.
Basically, if you're just a bad human, you can turn into one.
Okay.
In relation to like cautionary tales, I wrote it down. Almasty is the Russian, the Yeti.
Okay.
Or Chichunya.
Okay. Chichunya, I think, is the one that they use on the show that I watched.
Okay. Oh, but in Australia, there's a cryptid called a Yarmayahu. And supposedly they think that one derived from like a cautionary tale to keep children out of the forest, because supposedly it lives in the trees and it like jumps down and like attacks kids and eats them.
Oh god.
It's like this weird like humanoid looking thing per most cryptids, but it's like kind of blobby and red.
Yeah.
So I just thought that was interesting.
I'm pretty sure Mysterious Universe, who I listen to the podcast.
Oh, that's right, because they're from
Australian. Yeah. I'm pretty sure they mentioned that, but they've never actually, in the episodes that because they've been on for 10 years and I haven't listened to all of them, but I'm pretty sure they haven't covered it since I've been listening.
Right.
So.
Yeah, it was an interesting one. There's this show, like all the videos that I watched on it, there's a show on PBS where this doctor... like this, and it's funny because she's like this really chipper blonde woman, discusses all these different cryptids.
Oh wait, is she like really like Barbied out?
Yeah.
Okay.
She's like really
young?
happy. Yeah. I think she talks about all this dark shit.
I think she's on that show that Paranormal caught on camera, like as a consultant. Really? What's her name? Do you know?
I don't remember. I don't even remember what the show is called. I just remember it being on PBS.
And it's about cryptid shows?
Yeah, it's about cryptids. I just I found it really weird because, so they do like animations of the cryptids too, like while she's talking, and they're creepy.
Oh, I was like, are they garbage?
Is this geared towards children? Because as a kid, if I watched it, it would scare the fuck out of me. And it seems like it is geared toward children, kind of. So I don't know what's going on with that, but thank you for existing because I very much enjoy it.
Is it called Monstrum?
Isn't that a podcast? Actually,
Monstrum takes a closer look at monsters, myths, and legends.
Oh yeah, no, that's it.
But it won't let me get to their page. PBS. Why? Because look, is that the animation?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
Yeah. No, the animation's good, but it's very dark.
Emily Zarka.
Sure.
PhD.
Yeah, that's got to be her, because, yeah, she's a doctor, which is very interesting in itself. Well, I mean,
this is not the same girl,
Oh, is
but
it not?
still. At least now you people know. You people know where to go. What a great career and job for her.
Dude, right? I'm jealous, but I also don't have the dedication to get a PhD. Nope. I imagine that's probably based in psychology, because most of the stories are like derivative of different psychological things, which we will get to about the Wendigo.
Indeed.
Like I said, it began as a cautionary tale. In some traditions, humans overpowered by greed, we were just talking about this, could turn into Wendigos. And so it served as a method of encouraging cooperation and moderation, which we all need in our life sometimes.
Oh, I know a certain somebody who's going to be a Wendigo soon. I feel it, motherfucker.
And apparently they can also be... You could also turn into a Wendigo if you resort to cannibalism, because obviously that's like one of their biggest qualities.
And I think that's why Ravenous reminds me of this, because I think that was kind of indicated at the end. Because I feel like it's been a while since I've seen the movie, but I feel like they kept like mentioning a beast of some sort.
They did, yeah.
And I feel like that, he. Spoiler alert.
I'm so glad you brought that. I love that movie.
I know. Homework, everybody. Watch Ravenous, because we'll probably talk about it. Oh, wait. We sent that message to Tara, so we may talk about that. Homework, everybody,
you have plenty of time before it's due. So, yeah.
So no excuses.
You can also turn into Wendigos by being in contact with them too long. There was one story I read where... Well, he didn't turn into a Wendigo. He actually got saved, but there's a Wendigo that found this little boy and captured him, but then he was like, no, you're not fat enough to eat. So he kept the boy, and they, like, traveled together, and the boy never gained weight because they're always, like, traveling.
Yeah.
And then eventually he had the boy go into... a little like township, and the boy like told the other people there, like, this Wendigo's with me, and they ended up going back into the woods, and it was a little graphic, but basically they killed the Wendigo.
Okay.
Some of these stories are like, holy shit, where they're telling their kids this. Like,
no holds barred. No. Yeah, right? So...
It's pretty intense. Like, I don't cringe at a lot of stuff, but some of these I was like, oh.
I think kids should know this kind of stuff, Like, they need to know the world is not
Dude, no, I do agree with that. I feel like
Disney movies.
I was very sheltered growing up, which I've probably talked about before. So I was scared of, like, everything until... I moved out on my own and, like, basically was forced to toughen up. So I definitely think, like, you need to be, to an extent, not to where you, like, turn into a fucking, like, sociopath and a serial killer, but to a certain extent, like, you do need to be exposed to stuff like that. Yeah. So I took a lot of notes, and I feel like they're not all necessary.
I took a lot of notes, too. This might be a long episode, y'all.
Well, good.
Which is great.
Yeah. With the fun part about the Palmetto book.
Oh, that was fun. My knightess in shining armor.
Okay, that's another thing I don't understand. Like, people that are like, if you have a bug in your house and you're by yourself and like,
I obviously have to take care of it.
Yeah, you kill it. You don't just let it go away.
No.
Well, that's what I wonder about that, because
pray the people, bug away.
Yeah, pray the bug away.
Jesus.
Pray the bug away.
Praying it never goes away. Praying never makes anything go away. I'm sorry. I mean, it might. No, I'm not going to even say that, because I do.
Coincidence. It does.
I'm not even going to say that. I can't say that, but praying never makes the bug go away. That's all I got to say.
Because it's one of God's creatures, too.
Right? Because that bug's praying it doesn't get squished.
Exactly. So you just,
Who's the worthier creature?
People that live together and, like, sometimes are like, oh, my counterpart will never, like, kill it, so I have to do it. And so that it's like, well, what if you're not home? What do you... you just close the door and
pretend it doesn't happen.
Yeah. I'm
just gonna shut this door. I think before I have but if it's like it was a situation where I knew that my significant other was on their way home or was about to be home,
just keep an eye
shut
on
that door and like got one eye on that crack, door crack.
I know there's always bugs in your house that you're not gonna know about, but if I see one, I like
you just go ahead and take care of that bad boy.
Yeah.
Out you go. You're not paying me rent, so
exactly.
Eviction time.
Apparently, they do have ceremonial dances to like in times of famine and stuff to remind people
to be good.
To be good.
Yeah.
To not eat people.
Right. Hey, don't steal and also don't eat people.
Yeah, I know you're hungry, but we'll get through this.
We'll make it.
The ceremony is known as Wendigo Consumoan.
Consumoan?
Definitely didn't pronounce that right. I apologize to all the indigenous people out there.
Native speakers. What, this is the ceremony?
Yeah,
okay.
So they wore masks. I should have looked the masks up because I wonder if they're like creepy looking.
Oh, sure.
And they have they dance backwards around a drum. I don't know what dancing backwards entails.
That sounds dangerous. What if you trip and then there's a whole domino effect and there's fire involved
and then someone dies and then you can eat them?
Right? Well, they're already dead. Is that cannibalism? They're already dead? Yeah, I guess it is. That doesn't change the fact that they are still human. But no, it's a dead human, though.
It's fine.
It's different. It's totally different.
No, it's just not murder.
I think it's just irresponsible to let that meat go to waste.
Right? Times are rough, man.
Right? We're sitting here starving. That man's already dead. Like, he would want this.
I wish I had written the date down, but the last known Wendigo ceremony was in the United States. Oh, at Lake Wendigo, which is in northern Minnesota. So there's actually a Lake Wendigo. That's interesting.
That does not bode well for that area.
No, would not want to go camping there.
No. So did you write down the year or
no?
Okay.
I wish I had.
Was it recent though?
I don't think so because
you would think that that's still a thing because I'm like I know that is a strong cryptid in the community,
right?
You know, so like that's people still believe in that.
I mean, it's very possible it could have been recently, if for nothing else, maybe just to keep your culture alive.
Right.
Yeah.
Or that's the whole reason we have all these Wendigo sightings now because somebody fucked up and stopped having the ceremony.
That's it. God damn it.
You know what? The native people got wise and they're like, you know what? Fuck these white people. Release the Wendigos.
I don't blame them, man.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
Oh, let me take a sip of this.
Yeah, I'm pouring some more. So much for that not drinking tonight. Oh, well.
Dude, same. Tomorrow, I need to, buckle down and definitely not.
Tomorrow is the work day.
It's my Monday.
Ew, it's my Sunday. So I'm going to...
Sunday fun day.
Sunday fun
you
day.
had your Sunday fun day last night, though.
Yeah. Well, that was my Friday night letting loose. Woohoo!
Yeah.
So, we had fun, though. Darts.
I enjoyed it. I haven't been out in a long time.
Yeah.
And I like that that's Yotes is the spot right now because it's so close to my house.
I like coyotes. Is it? Oh, I thought you were saying yotes. I've been calling it yotes. I'm retarded. I mean, ridiculous. I'm ridiculous. Oh my God. I've been calling it yotes.
Yeah, yotes.
Oh my God, I'm an idiot.
I mean, yotes works too.
Yotes.
Yotes. Let's go to yotes. Coyotes.
To the coyotes. Okay, well, that's how we say it in Texas. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, okay, yotes. I like both. I'm going to use both.
Do it.
But, okay, so I do like it. It's a great spot. I dislike the smoking. Yeah, I can't. Too. It hurts my sinuses.
Yeah, I dislike it because it makes me want to smoke, which I did last night way too much.
I'm surprised. You know, I'm no longer on Wellbutrin. I'm fully on the ADHD medicine, Strattera. Mm-hmm. And Wellbutrin is what got me out of smoking.
I remember that, yeah.
But I guess I've been a non-smoker for so long that it doesn't make me want a cigarette. It actually does the opposite. It reminds me of how much I do not want a cigarette.
That's good.
So.
I hate the smell. That
everything, like this flannel I'm wearing right now, it still smells like cigarettes. My purse, God.
Dude, yeah. So my intent was to take a shower last night.
Oh, my hair.
And I did not.
My hair is clean.
And I procrastinated with everything too much today.
Ew, you got nasty bar hair.
Yeah.
Ew. No, I'm just kidding.
My dumbass last night, I sprayed like dry shampoo on my hair.
Okay.
But I didn't brush it.
Oops.
So it's just like this big mat right now. I really need to wash
That'll be fun.
Yeah. So
Wendigos. And they're matted hair.
Yeah. I mean, they live in the forest. They probably don't have nice hair.
No, yeah, I'm imagining. Okay, so you haven't gotten to a description, right? Will you be describing what they look like, other than the skinniness and the?
No,
humanoid.
There was one movie where, so if you guys, okay, this is a good description.
Oh, there was a Wendigo movie.
I saw it. I can't remember the one specifically that this was from. I'm sorry, it might have been the Stephen King one. I feel like it was something else.
Was there a Stephen King
Pet
one?
Cemetery?
What?
Yeah. So
there's a Wendigo.
It's not like fully.
That's the
deer.
Wendigo. Oh.
Yeah. So you guys, if you've seen this, you've probably seen the imagery before. It's like deer head with like the big antlers, but then like a human body, if I'm recalling it correctly. Okay. So that's like how it's depicted most of the time these days.
Oh, okay.
And supposedly though, so I guess what was interesting though, and I feel like an idiot because I don't remember the movie. Wait, was that in Pet Cemetery or was that something else?
Well, there was like a monster out, like if you go past the cemetery, right? I think, or where they actually end up burying. And this may have been, I know I saw the original and I saw the remake. So in the remake, they go like way past this actual cemetery, and that's where you end up burying in this like forbidden land, right? And there's something that's always, I can't remember if it actually shows it. It might show that, because I know I've seen that imagery, but I've also seen it in other shows as well.
I'm not sure, but I've never seen Pet Cemetery, so.
Oh shit!
I haven't seen most of Stephen King's movies, honestly.
I've seen a fair bit. The thing about Stephen King, tangent on the tangent,
right?
The thing about Stephen King is like he crafts such a good story, and it's so good already, and then he always adds at the very end, he always adds that like extra twist of just ridiculous.
Yeah,
it's like, and now we're spiders in space. It's like,
I can see that.
It's like, really, it's like, you had a good thing going, and then you just up the ante, but like in a bad way.
Like too much. Yeah, I could see that.
Sorry, I keep hitting the mic.
I haven't. Yeah,
it's this pop filter. It's like too low.
You don't have to have it on.
Well,
it's
if I'm
not that bad.
poppy, pop. That's for a special friend. It's good. Let's see how long it lasts this way.
Okay.
Wendigos.
Yeah. So based on what I saw, like that's the way it's depicted the most. Is that what you're familiar with?
I mean, I know that imagery, but I don't know. For some reason in my head, I was picturing like half werewolf, half just like crazed man.
Yeah. No, that's a good one. Yeah, but the deer head, there's a lot, but
I wasn't picturing that initially when you started the story, but I know I've seen that imagery for sure. So I didn't. That's what's blowing my mind. It's like, oh shit, that's the one. Okay.
So this is the interesting thing about that is the director of that movie didn't even know what a Wendigo was. Says he didn't know what a Wendigo was before he did it. He just like kind of created that in his head. And then I guess after the fact, someone was like, oh,
you nailed it.
Yeah. And he was like, oh, well, I guess I need to research this now because. So I just thought that was interesting that, he just like came up with that and then people were like associated it with a Wendigo. So it's kind of cool.
Yeah. Maybe just like because it's so ancient that like it inherently everybody like knows what it looks like. On a subconscious level.
Yeah. No, that's true.
What's that thing called? The acoustic records, like where you pull shit. Like there's like infinite like realm of knowledge where that's all the facts, right? And like people pull from this acoustic record subconsciously.
Oh, I don't think I've heard of that before.
Oh, really?
I like that. Yeah.
I might cover it then, the acoustic records.
You should.
I'll put it in my notes.
Make a note.
But no promises of anybody.
Yeah, another depiction is that basically it's just like a tall, very emaciated human that's kind of like slumped over when they walk. So.
Okay.
There's also reports of what is termed as Wendigo psychosis. There's basically, it's accounts of people being cannibals, essentially. Being malicious and murderous and
right, they're having like psychological issues. That make them think that they are Wendigos,
or not even necessarily that they think that they're Wendigos, but other people associate them as Wendigos.
The symptoms are the same.
Yeah, the symptoms are the same.
No, that's just rabies.
Right. So there's a report from in 1661 from the Jesuit Relations, which is a group in Quebec and Montreal that would go be missionaries places. Okay. And so this is like a report from one of them sending back to their superior. I'm going to have to edit this because I don't want to read. I was initially going to read the whole thing because I didn't think I had enough content, but... We've been doing this for a long time now. Basically, they went to a camp of people that were like stranded and didn't have food. And so they went and saved these guys that, let's see. They were seized with an ailment unknown to us, but not very unusual among the people that they were looking for. I don't know. Let me start over. They were seized with an ailment unknown to us. They were afflicted with, they said it wasn't like lunacy, hypochondria, or frenzy. It's kind of weird. So at first, it's translated from French, but it's also from the 1600s, and so the
language
really
is
weird.
Flowery.
Basically, they had a disease, like they were acting weird, but they couldn't like peg what was going on with them.
Right.
They said they were really ravenous. They had like... It was more than like a canine hunger. They like brought them back they saved them and brought them back to their like settlement, and says they would pounce upon women and children.
Oh my God.
And men, and they were like werewolves and would like try and eat them and shit. And like their appetite couldn't be appeased. And,
that is crazy. Like, even if that's a fucking psychological or even a physiological situation, like, what is that?
Yeah, it's pretty...
Even as, like, in today's medical language, what the fuck is that?
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good point.
So, the only thing I know of is bath salts, and I don't think that was there. Right. That wasn't around. They also chewing on Tide Pods, or what?
Probably. 1600 Tide Pods.
Right.
Tide Pods?
Yeah, I know that doesn't sound right, but that's right.
It feels weird to say. I'm going to quote this part.
Okay. I've got several quotes in mind.
This ailment attacked our deputies, and as death is the sole remedy among those simple people for checking such acts of murder, they were slain in order to stay the course of their madness. So essentially, if people were acting like that up until...
What are you going to do?
You know, the 1800s.
You got to kill them.
The First Nations people would kill them.
Right.
And they, saw it as it wasn't a murder, it was...
Putting them out of their misery.
Yeah.
Putting them down like a horse or whatever.
Saving and protecting other people.
Yeah.
So... Yeah, as in many recorded cases of Wendigo psychosis, the individual has been killed to prevent cannibalism from resulting. The So there's a few well-known stories. This is going to be long. That's fine. In 1878, a man named Swift Runner, which is the coolest fucking name in the world. Right? Are you familiar with this story?
No.
So he and his family were off in the wilderness, and they were starving, but apparently he knew there was a food supply store 25 miles away, but instead, so his first son died, and I guess he ate them, and then he killed his, I think it was, yeah. So then he killed and ate his other 5 children and his wife.
Oh my God.
Instead of going to the store.
25 miles away.
Yeah.
When was this?
This was in 1878.
Oh my God.
And this is like the most prominent story about like Wendigo psychosis.
Pretty much that's just patricide, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And laziness.
And laziness. Goddamn.
Sloth. Yeah, so they were like, oh, you can't justify this cannibalism. You could have gone to the store.
Sure.
So eventually he confessed and was executed.
Executed and extricated.
Extradited?
Extradited. I'm still trying to use.
We can word. Yeah.
Yikes.
He was executed by authorities at Fort Saskatchewan. So there's another one. This one isn't a psychosis so much, but it's just a weird story where there's a number of appearances of a Wendigo near a town called no, wait. In a town in northern Minnesota.
There we go.
From the late oh my God.
How do you think I feel? I've been drinking this whole time, and I still have to do my story.
It's not even. I feel like it's not even for the drinking. Like I'm not even a third way through the bottle.
Third way through the bottle. Do you hear yourself? You know, it's not normal that we each drink a bottle. I'm like not even halfway through the bottle.
Oh God!
As I pour some more.
So, the 1800s through the 1920s, this Wendigo was reported in a town in northern Minnesota, and allegedly, every time he was seen, unexpected death followed.
So, in this case, the Wendigo is also a omen of...
Yeah, he's a bad omen, too, yeah.
Of further chaos and destruction and bad luck. Oh, not only are you going to get eaten by a cannibal...
might just die.
But the whole world will end. Yeah. I don't know. That was extreme.
Then the last case I have of Wendigo psychosis is Jack Fiddler and his brother, Joseph. They were known as medicine men and used their powers. That kind of goes back to what you were saying about doing magic and shit. But supposedly they did magic to defeat Wendigos, but AKA they were killing people that they thought were Wendigos.
Oh no.
So
they became them. Because they were no good.
Yep.
They were Wendigos.
No. Oh yeah. So in 1907, because of this, they were arrested by Canadian authorities for homicide.
For sure.
But so there's been like a bunch of obviously like controversy and debate through the 1980s whether Wendigo's psychosis was legit.
Right. Kind of like exorcism. Like, at what point is that mental illness? At what point is that spiritual?
Right. That's a great example. Yeah. So some researchers argue that it's fabrication. Others are like, no, there's a number of like credible eyewitness accounts implying that it's like a factual human phenomenon. In the 10th revision of the International Statistical Clarification of Diseases and Related Health Problems.
Jesus, that's long.
It classifies Wendigo as like a culture-specific disorder.
Okay. That makes sense.
Yeah, and they describe it as rare. Historic accounts of cannibalistic obsession. But now, there's still studies coming in questioning like the legitimacy of it, of course. Claiming that cases were actually a product of hostile accusations, basically invented and to justify killing someone.
Sure.
So it's like, you're a shitty person, you have Wendigo psychosis, we're gonna off ya.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a tricky one because you don't want to discount mental illness.
Right.
But you also don't want to discredit, this ancient civilization / culture or whatever.
And all these accounts that could or could not be true.
Right. And
of it existing, like of the Wendigo existing.
The Wendigo, depictions of the Wendigo, if correct me if I'm wrong, but they go back like centuries, before like...
Yeah, no, that the first depiction was then, what did I say, 1660? Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Not that mental illness didn't exist then, right. But it wasn't as... I mean, I don't know how to say this, but like I feel like it wasn't as prevalent for many different reasons. One, we didn't have the psychological stressors that we have today.
Yeah.
There were different psychological stressors, right, but I feel like with diet and the conditioning of life, you were in a much healthier physical state to handle stresses,
right?
Versus how we are now.
And we don't have, obviously technology and social media is
handicapping us to some degree.
Negative influence,
right?
Yeah.
So I just feel like the fact that I don't know. I just feel like the fact that this has been presented so early in our history, it says something. I believe in that shit. I do
too. I do too.
I fully believe that we have not yet reconciled the spiritual and the scientific, communities.
Agreed.
And how they actually interplay. I think both are equally valid.
Way to say it. Yeah.
So, but we haven't yet figured out how to negotiate that.
Yeah.
So. I love
agree.
this.
Well said.
I can't believe you did Wendigos. I didn't think you've been cryptiding it up lately, and I'm.
But again, thank you,
excited.
Zach, for messaging me that TikTok because that started all of this shit.
Isn't that random?
Yeah, it's
Couldn't
pretty
tell
perfect.
You where my story came from. I really don't know, but I had it in my notes. I was telling Jordan, I don't know, yesterday maybe, that I had a story in mind, but I wasn't thrilled.
Yeah.
And then
a few days ago, because you texted me and asked me if I had
you had your notes, and I was like, I will have a story. I'm just not thrilled with the story that I have. So I definitely did a 180 and went a total different direction.
That's good though. That'll happen.
Sip.
Let me
take a quick break. In the future, this will be where the ads go. So smash that subscribe button. All right. And we're back.
Baby, back. Okay, sorry, give me.
You're fine. I don't know what my problem is, but I keep dripping water and stuff on me. I mean, thank God it was water this time and not wine, but I'm a very messy girl. Akashic.
Akashic?
Yeah, I think I was calling it acoustic.
But
it's Akashic Records. I'm an idiot. For the record, I have now clarified it is Akashic Records. So if you're still listening to this episode.
If you haven't left us, what does it say? Akashic?
Yeah, Akashic.
Okay.
Akashic.
That makes more sense than caustic. Isn't like when you accost someone, you.
It's so violent. You accosted me. Hilarious. Okay, I will say this again, that we are for entertainment purposes only, not as a source of anything.
Don't use our information to write a book report. So
fun stuff about that Akashic Records. Edward Casey claimed to access them. Do you know anything about Edward Casey?
I don't.
Okay, well that he might be included because I am a fan of his, and I have a book that I need to read, so I might, in fact, do Akashic Records and Edgar Casey at some point.
Please do.
His story is pretty amazing, honestly. Just yeah, okay, done deal.
Teaser, yeah.
Next episode, that's what's up. This is one of the few times you'll actually know ahead of time. But don't spoil it because you're gonna get disappointed that I didn't cover something. Because both of those subjects are massive, and this will just be a synopsis of both.
Yeah.
So yeah, don't at me now that I'm atable.
Oh yeah, that's right. Rebecca's back on the social medias, the Facebooks.
I was like, just Facebook right now. I need to get the Instagram and join my actual generation. Okay, well, because I took a huge hiatus from social media, I don't know how to work it. So I don't. If I respond to things on the the podcast page, I'm trying to respond as me personally, but it keeps doing it as
to change it.
I can't figure out how to change it.
It's a pain in the ass usually.
So I end up just going back and putting R or whatever.
Yeah, that's what I do.
Oh God, it's a pain in the butt.
It's easier to just do. Even when I post stuff, sometimes I just do -J.
Facebook. Speaking of, I started accepting all friend requests, but then I was like, I don't want to do that anymore. So I'm gonna delete everybody that I don't personally know on the who have friend requested me, which is not many right now. But if you listen to the podcast, I'm telling you. Yeah, well, no, I'm definitely not. I friended her.
Oh, perfect.
So,
actually,
anyway,
I don't think I'm even friends with you on here.
Yes, you are.
No, with Anastasia.
Oh, yeah. So if I've deleted you, it's because I'm not 100% certain you are a podcast
human person.
Well, yeah, a podcast fan. So go ahead and this is your invitation to hit me up again. So if I see your name again, I'll be like, oh, okay. By the way, as we're taking a Facebook break.
I know, this is kind of sad.
So professional. Your new profile picture is amazing.
Thank
I love
you.
that. I love that so much. That's hot.
Dude, I just started using...
I'm liking it now.
I haven't worn them in public yet, but I just got fake lashes, the magnetic ones.
Tell me how that goes. I'm desperate.
Well, I had them on in that picture. I like them a lot, but I don't feel like I'm getting them on good enough yet to actually wear in public, but I do really like them.
Okay. Yep, that's something I'm interested in. All right. That's enough Facebook for today. Oh my God, I just saw the Nuka and
the AR.
Yeah, Jesus.
Oh, yeah. So I heard a noise in my house earlier. I'm pretty sure someone's living in my wall or on the roof.
It's called a raccoon. Or a squirrel.
I haven't taken my AR out in a while anyway. So I was like, well, I'm just going to get this just in case. And then I had my 9 because that's not excessive at all. No.
That squirrel has no chance.
Anywho, Rebecca.
Finally. I was like, is she ever gonna... I'll just sit here, bitch. You're the one that edits. You gotta edit all this out.
That's fine.
Yes?
Tell me a story. I'm very excited.
Would love to.
Yay.
Okay, well, I hope, again, I didn't build up the anticipation, but today's topic is pigeon racing.
Oh my God. I love it already.
I apologize for the multiple animal stories, but, I'm not going to stop doing them.
What's wrong with animal stories?
I already told you next week's going to be human related, so.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Animals are better than humans anyways, so.
For sure. Except for pigeons. I'm not a fan. I'm not
cockroaches.
A fan. Or cockroaches.
Are those considered animals?
Yeah.
Those are insects.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
We're so smart. Oh my God. Okay, well, I'm going to start out with a fun fact. Pigeons and doves are the same dirty animal.
Wait.
Yeah.
I thought doves were white.
Okay. You're right. Brown dogs and white dogs are totally different species. But yeah.
Okay, you make a good point.
So yeah, pigeons and doves. Oh, doves, they're so spiritual and free and peace and pure. No, they're fucking dirty ass pigeons. They're just albino pigeons.
Feed the birds.
Oh, that's the saddest. Toppins. Oh my god. I'm gonna cry right now.
Please don't.
That is the saddest part of that movie, I swear to God.
No, I agree.
Okay. Yes, that was the fun
They're
fact.
the same.
Same dirty ass animal. Dirty ass motherfucking bird.
Why are some of them, are they just
Classy and some?
Yeah.
Because they look better?
So, okay.
I don't know. That's all I can say.
Ratchet ones and there's classy ones.
There is the ratchet ass pigeons and the
bougie ass pigeons.
Bougie ass doves. I also want to especially thank Wikipedia, who is a large majority of this.
Oh, it went up my nose.
Oh, shit. Wine up the nose. That's going to suck hardcore. Yeah, so special thanks to Wikipedia and at least the top 5 Google search results for pigeon racing.
Okay, yeah, that's mine too every week.
Some of this information is direct quote, so full credit to all of these sources.
Hell yeah.
If you really want to know, contact me.
That's so much better than putting it in the show notes.
You know what? Like, I'm over it. So if you really want to know, I do have these links or whatever, but, you know, fuck it, whatever. All right. Oh, shit, I hit a button. Oh, yeah. Also, because we're here to entertain and not fully inform.
Yes.
Wikipedia.
Yes, exactly.
All right. Pigeon wrestling. Wait.
Wait, what?
Give you.
I need that to be a thing.
I mean, pigeon racing, but can you imagine their little wings?
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Not pigeon wrestling, pigeon racing. Wow, okay. My word association. All right, pigeon racing. What's it all about?
What's it about?
Actually has nothing to do with Canada. I don't think Canada ever participated in a major way.
Because they're
boring.
More classy?
I'm just kidding.
No.
Oh, yes, also more classy. You know what? This deserves more wine. 2 pigeon wrestling. That's the Florida version. Get your best pigeon. We gonna wrestle.
I might have a good factoid for this, but I'm gonna wait till you mention it. See if you mention it. If you don't, remind me if you think of it.
All right. So this is a long one, folks. Settle in. We're
good.
All right.
No, long's good.
I hope you peed, or pause to pee now,
or listen to it while you poop,
or poop.
That's on brand.
Yeah, 100%. Hopefully, this is pooping worthy. All right. Pigeon racing is said to be a sport with a single starting gate and 1,000 finish lines.
Okay.
I don't really get it, but that's what they call it. I know the single starting gate is obviously where they take off, but 1,000 finish lines, I mean, they're all coming back to the same place, because basically it's the whole sport is releasing trained homing pigeons to return back to their home, which is their coop or whatever, after navigating a specified distance. And that's usually 62 to 620 miles or 100 to 1,000 kilometers. That's a long distance.
Yeah, that's a lot.
So 62 is a short trek. 62 miles is a short trek. 620 is the long trek. However, there have been flights recorded in the U.S. of up to 1,100 miles or 1,800 kilometers. So that's like almost double what the normal long distance one would be.
Damn.
Yeah. Well, we're hardcore here in America, I guess. America. So another fun fact, pigeons are the oldest domesticated bird.
Oldest? Oh, that makes sense.
For this exact purpose.
Every other bird is fucking tropical, so it makes sense that pigeons would
Well, I was thinking like chickens.
Oh, yeah.
For like farming and such. But
Yeah.
the people were sending birds as messengers before we were eating chickens or eating their eggs, I guess.
Who thought, like, yeah, this flying thing, I mean, I guess it does kind of make sense. Like, this thing can fly. I'm going to train it to
do some shit.
to
right?
get shit done, to do work.
To work, girl, work. All right, pigeon racing originated from the pigeon posts, which posts meaning male, and those were established all over the world, but mainly used for military. And again, that's transferring messages from place to place.
That's pretty cool.
Yes, I think it is. Like that really baffled me. Like even before chickens, like
Yeah.
that really threw me. So actually, racing the pigeons was first developed in Belgium and England during the 19th century. So that's way more recent, like racing them for like sport purposes. They were strictly utilitarian.
So is it like horse racing? Like people bet on them and stuff?
I think so. Yeah. Well, I'm sure there are side bets, but there is a purse involved. So like the winner takes all. Winner gets the
Pot.
yeah, but I'm sure there are side bets. I'm sure there's a black market for pigeon racing.
That's the black market that I want to be involved with.
Right? Oh, I've got a fun story at the end there. Okay, yeah, this is settle in. I got some stuff. All right, so a specific breed of pigeon is usually bred and used for the sport, and it's called the racing homer.
Oh,
I know. Okay, so I get it. It's the racing homer, but also Homer
like
J.
from The
Simpson.
Simpsons?
Yeah, I would definitely own a racing Homer and name it Homer J. Simpson. And I'm sure there is one. So the racing homer is a result of crossbreeding birds such as the smurl, French cumulet, English carrier, the dragoon, and the horseman, which is on Wikipedia it says now lost, and I'm like, LOL, now lost. It's a homing pigeon, so maybe don't use that one to breed. It gave no explanation to the now lost situation, so whatever.
Okay.
So despite the distance that these birds will fly, races can be won or lost by seconds, like within seconds.
I can see that, yeah.
And the timing becomes an issue, and I'll get into how it's, I guess, handled, the timing. Ooh. Oh, God, sorry.
That sounds good.
That was fun. Wine glass on mic. I'll get into the timing issue a little bit later. Joe Rogan, dick in the face. That's just what it reminds me of whenever
Rebecca's adjusting her mic right now in case anyone was wondering what was happening.
I think I saw an episode where he was talking about the mics, and he was like, you just got to get it right in your face. And I'm like, oh,
that's true.
Joe Rogan, it looks like you got a dick in your face.
Yeah, when you listen to Harmontown, they always say eat the mic.
Eat the mic, eat that mic.
Yeah.
I wish I could do the Jennifer Coolidge right now. Would you like a cookie? No, that was a poor. Anyway, pigeons, won or lost by seconds. And because of that, many different timing and measuring devices have been developed over the years. The traditional timing method involves rubber rings with unique identification numbers and specially designed pigeon racing clock being placed into a specifically see, I combined two notes and left part of one in. So basically, it's a rubber ring that has a unique identification number, and you put it inside a specially designed pigeon racing clock. And
Okay.
Here's a quote. When the first bird returns, its trainer removes the ring and places it in a slot in the clock. The time that the ring was placed in the clock is recorded as the official time that the competing bird arrived home. From this time stamp, the average speed is measured and a winner of the race is determined.
Okay.
So
how long does it take them normally to go back and forth?
Well, it depends on the distance, because it can go from anywhere from 62 miles to 620 miles.
So what do? They let them out, and then they kind of roughly know when they're going to start getting back, and they just go up there and wait?
Yeah, because you think they're trained, so they probably run the distance. They're probably familiar with the course already, just by training. And then, like, the day of, it's just like they should. Kind of like...
How do they know they went all the way?
I think they're trained to go to a specific
they go to
spot.
A spot and then they go back. Okay,
yeah,
that makes sense.
They're spotted, whatever, and yada yada.
Okay.
But this method does have a few problems. The pigeon's official time, quote unquote, is not the actual time it arrived. It's the time that the ring was removed, then placed into the clock and recorded,
right?
Which could be a matter of seconds.
Oh, absolutely.
And as I said earlier, it's comes down to seconds sometimes.
Of course,
got several birds flying at the same, speed or whatever.
That's what I first thought when you said that. It was
also knowing that its ring is going to be removed really quickly and probably be rough, like that handler is like trying to get the shit done and it's going to be rough with the pigeon.
Out.
Yeah. So some pigeons are reluctant to actually enter the loft where they are supposed to land.
Fuck, I would.
Yeah, like, oh no, you're going to hurt me. You're so rough. So that's an issue. Nowadays, the modern method uses radio frequency identification, or RFID tags, to record arrival times. RFID uses electromagnetic fields to automatically identify and track tags attached to objects, which a lot of people use, like Walmart and CVS. They put them on their products and stuff like that.
Oh, okay.
So
yeah.
RFID, it's a controversial piece of technology,
because
but
you can track shit.
You literally track. So unlike a barcode, which is like a one-time scan, like barcodes, you scan it one time, it's recorded. Okay, you've recorded that item was purchased one time. That's it. The RFID can be recorded continuously, so you can track the movements of that thing. So that also tells you that is also a method of how they track the birds and make sure they actually went the full course, because it's a continuous tracking method.
Gotcha.
You can ping it whenever, I guess.
Same thing as a cell phone.
Pretty much, yeah. It's similar. Somehow, I am not a scientist,
the same, but yeah,
similar.
Still location.
And that's the whole controversy about RFID on products, is like, because now you can tell where that product went. Like you picked up a bottle of makeup at Walmart or whatever the fuck, like whatever the fuck has and it tracked it within the store. It can tell, like RFID can tell if it was picked up off the shelf, placed somewhere else, or made it out of the store, and then where is it at now?
I didn't know that was a thing for products. Yeah, that's a little concerning.
Yes, and companies like Walmart and I think it was CVS or something like that.
Probably Target. Something
like that. They got into a bit of a heated situation because of that. Kerfuffle. Yeah, it's a great word. Kerfuffle. New password. Kerfuffle. Try it, folks. Like, try all my accounts with kerfuffle. So historically, the sport of racing pigeons could go back at least as far as 220 AD. However, no real proof has been presented to support that fact. However, that's just like the general consensus.
Yeah.
Based on research I did not do. During the 19th century, however, the communication value of the bird, especially for carrying messages during war, became very much appreciated.
Yeah.
Because it was something that couldn't be like tampered with. It's hard to like identify which bird is a carrier pigeon,
Right.
Or you can't disrupt the radio frequencies or whatever, or intercept. It's harder to intercept.
Yeah.
So it was like an understated hero in the war.
That's pretty cool.
And they were also used in the Second World War too, just not as much.
Yeah.
In the early days, paint was used to identify the birds for their owners. Then Belgium came up with a 1/8 inch brass leg band And since then, to compete in a race, a pigeon must wear a permanent, unique numbered ring or band that is placed on its leg at about 5 days old. So it's like it's their social security number, basically.
Dang.
It's with them for life.
I was wondering, like, so 5 days old makes sense. I didn't think about, because my initial thought was, like, with them being older and they get that, like, that shit would fucking suck. Like, you're not used to that. But if you're essentially born with it, yeah, you're just used to it.
Right. And these birds are, the breed specifically, they were bred specifically to exhibit certain traits, which is like, you know, docile and very easy to deal with. So they're probably not going to be fussy about what's on their leg.
Yeah, that makes sense.
They have best in show events for pigeons. Like, like people presenting their pigeons.
Like dog shows, yeah.
Exactly like dog shows.
It's a pigeon show. I want to watch that.
Well, the British Homing World holds a show each year.
Okay, so Patreon.
Yes, we're going to go to the British Homing World. Yes. I don't know where that's held, but actually, it might be in the notes. Who knows? We'll find out together.
Surprise!
Okay, so they hold a show each year where all profits from the event are donated to both national and local charities. So it is something good to support.
Nice.
They have helped such charities as Help the Aged and the Association for Spina Bifida and Hydrocephalus. I probably didn't pronounce that. Me neither. I've heard of Spina Bifida. But
yeah, I've heard of that too, but that's good.
Over the years, the racing pigeon has led to a number of other breeds, such as the American show racer, the giant homer, which is bred for utility meat purposes. And
wait, bred for what?
Utility meat purposes is what it said. Yes. And so I had to look that up and I was like, wait, it's a homing pigeon, but you're going to eat it? I don't get it. I think it is used for, so utility meat, I looked up and it was like mostly in regards to beef, but it's like grade C, D, you know, beef that is used in like dog food and like hot dogs and stuff.
Okay.
So I'm assuming pigeon meat is like, you think you're eating quail, but it's really a pigeon. It's really this giant ass homing pigeon.
It's fine. Bird is bird.
No, yeah. Well, I'm not a fan of bird. I mean, I like chicken, but like I do not. I've had quail. I've had pigeon. I've unfortunately had pigeon, and it is way too gamey.
Why did you have pigeon?
I don't know. When I worked at a bar in Houston, one of the regulars would always like make some weird shit. Okay, so what? Like, 1 week he would bring in quail, 1 week he'd bring a pigeon, and I'm like, it is all gamey, and I do not want any of it.
I've had quail eggs; those are good.
I've never had a quail egg, but I know quail in general is just fucking gross.
Do you remember when Taco Bell got in trouble because they had mealworms in their meat?
Gross. No. Oh no, I love Taco Bell. Oh.
It's not. This was
Taco
like 10
Hell.
years ago,
and then they spent 20 years trying to recoup that PR.
No, they probably still put it in there.
Yeah. I do know that their refried beans are vegetarian. I don't know why I know that, but good to know, I guess. And just in case you were wondering.
Oh my god, I want Taco Bell now.
Okay, we're getting some fucking. I know, right? Okay, so the newish thing, because it's not like hella recent, but the new thing in pigeon racing is something called one loft racing, which is basically where birds of the same like coop are raced against each other, so that the odds are completely even. You know, they've had the same training, same trainer.
Oh, that makes sense.
All the elements are, so like they're really trying to figure out like who's the best pigeon, which one of you is my favorite. It's a lot of pressure.
Poor birds.
I know, right? They've got a tough life. I mean, it is kind of like greyhounds and horses and stuff like that.
Yeah,
it's like you're only as valuable as your racing speed. That sucks. Otherwise, you're utility meat. Okay, so in February 2008, a pigeon fancier is what they're called, a fancier. I know, and I keep wanting to say financier, so I apologize in advance. I mean, it is kind of a financier, but anyway. A pigeon fancier paid a South African record amount of 800,000 rand, which rand is the official currency of South Africa, for a racing pigeon at auction. And that is roughly 58,000 US dollars.
Oh, God.
$58,000 for one fucking pigeon. The auction was held after the Sun City $1 million pigeon race. So that should tell you, like, he paid $58,000, but that pigeon could have won him $1 million. Oh. So that's pretty good. That's pretty good.
Okay. You invest. Okay. Yeah.
Here's another quote. A pigeon was in the headlines in, this is a fun story. Okay, so a pigeon was in the headlines in 1998 when its owner gave her, the pigeon, to a friend in southern Spain after retiring that breeding pigeon from racing. The bird named Boomerang, literally named Boomerang, promptly flew the 1,200 miles back home. The bird was then given away again, but kept returning home.
Well, yeah.
He's like, this is my job. You told me to do this. You told me to come back every time.
That's crazy.
And she's like, no, I'm trying to get rid of your ass.
Know exactly where to go.
I know, right? Just like being shipped all over the place.
Holy shit.
And in 2008, after 10 years away, so the bird was like, I've been away for 10 years. The bird returned home again. And it's like, oh, wait, wasn't I supposed to be going back? I forgot that part. All right. So
wait, 10 years. So how long, do you know how long they live typically?
I believe I have that later in my notes.
Okay.
I can't recall. I would be throwing out a number from out of my asshole right now, but I'm sure it is in my notes. Okay, so I've told myself in my notes to read this next sentence exactly as is. Okay, so once quite popular, the sport has experienced a downturn in participants in some parts of the world in recent years, possibly due to the rising cost of living, aging fanciers, and a severe lack in public interest.
Wow.
I just love that they're like, well, it's gotten a little less popular because of severe lack of public interest, because no one gives a fuck. Pigeon racing? Okay, so when I told, oh man, I didn't ask for permission to use this person's name. When I told this person my topic and then wanting you to see their reaction, the fact that this person was like, that's a thing, I was like, perfect, because yes, it's a thing, but it's a dwindling thing. All right. So also something called hypersensitivity pneumonitis is also a reason why people are giving up the sport. And HP is what we're going to call it, is a rare immune system disorder that affects the lungs caused by hypersensitivity to inhaled organic dusts and molds, like from pigeon crap. You know?
Oh.
So, like, their coops are gross, you know, like chicken coops and, like, all that shit. You should be wearing a mask, you know?
Yeah, like, definitely. Shit. I didn't even think about that shit.
Oh, pigeon shit. I didn't think about that.
Oh, pigeon shit.
I'm gonna try to add that to my repertoire. Pigeon shit. Pigeon crap. I'm not sure which sounds better, crap or pit or pit.
I mean, shit. I always prefer the more vulgar one,
but crap is just a funny word.
True.
All right, so this next segment, which I know we are so long, but hey, guys.
No, it's fine. I'll edit.
I'm always sad when our episodes end, so.
Right. We're just going to keep this going forever.
Let's keep this party going. All right, so here's some additional fun pigeon facts. Pigeons can have dull or colorful plumage depending on the habitat and type of diet. The most common type of pigeon that lives in the cities has a grayish plumage because cities are gross. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. On average, I mean, they're okay. So in the city, their food source is limited, so they're probably going to have a much.
They almost have like an iridescent kind of.
So these Homer pigeons, they are beautiful. They've got like this green neck, like this iridescent green.
See, that's what.
But those are the ones that are fed like bougie, high end. Like, oh, I keep my pigeons' food in the freezer or fridge. Yeah, like not this like pebbles and stuff. Oh, it's just some shit I bought at PetSmart or something, On average, a pigeon has 10,000 feathers on the body.
Dang.
That's a lot. Pigeons have strong muscles used for flying. Duh. They can fly at the altitude of 6,000 feet. That is pretty high.
6,000, yeah. Wait, how high do you go when you're in an airplane?
I think you can go to 30,000 in an airplane.
About right, yeah.
I think. Pigeons can move their wings 10 times per second and maintain their heartbeats at the rate of 600 times per minute during the period of 16 hours.
600 times per minute?
Yep.
That's crazy considering for humans, like, I think 74 to 76 is, like, the average.
Right.
Dang.
And that's not even the fastest beating, because we know that hummingbirds have a...
Oh, yeah, they're crazy fast.
Yeah, right? Yeah. They're like a heart attack, a little mini heart attack. When you have a heart attack, you're literally having a hummingbird in your heart. I don't know.
It sounds so much more appealing.
I know, right? I'm having a hummingbird.
Hummingbird.
What do you mean? Pigeons can fly at the speed of 50 to 60 miles per hour. And the fastest known pigeon managed to reach speed of 92 miles per hour.
Okay, that's crazy. I guess I've never thought about how fast a bird can fly in the first place, but 50 to 60 miles an hour, that's pretty fucking fast.
Hella impressive.
Yeah.
I'm very excited about these pigeons.
I respect pigeons a lot more.
Right? They're still dirty ass fucking birds.
No way. I love them all.
But yeah, no, much respect. All right, so much respect. Much love. Because of their incredible speed and endurance, pigeons are used for racing. Duh. The winner of the not 4,000. I'm sorry, that was way too aggressive. 400 miles long race can earn up to $1 million. I know, right? Pigeons were used as mail carriers. Duh. They saved numerous lives by delivering information on enemy's fire, but they were used by all of the participants of World War One.
Really?
Yeah, everybody. Everybody, yeah. So
that's crazy.
I know. That's how trusted they were. Pigeons are herbivores, which obviously is plant eaters. Their diet consists of seeds, fruits, and various plants. They are highly intelligent animals and are able to recognize themselves in a mirror, which is insane.
That's crazy.
And they can find same people on 2 different pictures and recognize all letters of the English alphabet. They're very smart.
Oh my God. Why do we not own pigeons?
I don't know. Other than they're dirty ass fucking birds. I'm just kidding. I'm not a bird person. I'm not a bird person. Get a pigeon. Keep that shit at your house.
Instead of sending text messages to you from now on, I'm just going to send you a pigeon.
Pigeon pictures. I'm fine with pigeon pictures. They have exceptional eyesight and the ability to identify objects at a distance of 26 miles.
Holy shit.
Yeah, which is probably useful in spotting their target landing location. They also have very sensitive hearing. They can detect distant storms, earthquakes, and volcanic eruptions.
Damn.
They're very social animals, and they love to live in groups or flocks composed of 20 to 30.
Oh, God.
Have you ever seen like a New York building and they're all...
Yeah, they're all together.
That's the way they like it. They got all their family and cousins and, everybody on the block,
Maybe no pigeons then. When you said groups, I was like, 3.
I'll have 3. No, you have to have 20 to 30 to make them happy. Oh, but they're a monogamous creature. One of the very few in this world, apparently.
Yeah?
One couple mate for a lifetime. And that couple can produce up to 8 broods per year when food is abundant.
Broods?
Yeah, I guess that's what their babies are called. Like they're hatchlings. Yeah. So they can, you know what? I don't think I have that on here, like how many babies they can have throughout their lifetime. Brood. But yeah. Females, here it is. I don't think I have this note that is very next. Females lay 2 eggs that hatch after incubation period of 18 days. Their young birds depend on their parents during the first 2 months of their life. Both parents take care of the chicks, called squabs, and feed them with a milky white substance.
What?
Produced in the crop. In the crop? I'm not sure what a crop is.
Crotch?
Produced. Ew. This is their babies. Yucky. Ew.
So actually,
and here's the one you
eggs
asked about.
at 18 days.
That is
How
their
long it takes to
incubation.
incubate.
Yeah, so they lay the eggs and then they sit on them for 18 days and then they hatch.
It's not very long for some reason. I mean, I guess I never really thought about it, but
In elementary school, one of my grades in elementary school, we had chickens, or it was like there was like all the fourth grade or fifth or whatever the fuck grade it was. We all shared like this chicken thing, and like so the school bought some chickens, and they just like lived in the communal area, and everybody got to see them every morning, and like we watched them, whatever. So I don't know where I was going with that. No, Texas. Actually, that was in Oregon, by the way.
Oh.
So, yeah, and I'm pretty sure we got the eggs and had like special accommodations to keep them warm, and that's how we got to watch them hatch.
right.
Right, and then we got to play with the little chickadees.
Oh.
Yeah, that's my extensive knowledge on bird babies. Was my very vague recollection from like third, fourth, or fifth grade. Okay, so here's oh no, this is not. Well, this sort of answers your question from earlier. Pigeons can survive more than 30 years in the wild.
Oh,
so they can live up to 30 years in the wild.
Dang.
But the most important and perhaps the most interesting fact about this whole incident is that Mike Tyson owned...
Okay, see, when you started
this, you knew this?
This is the thing, yeah.
All right, so apparently Mike Tyson owned homing pigeons and actually had a show about it. I'm just going to read...
I didn't know he had a show. I just knew that he grew up
doing it,
having
right?
pigeons, yeah.
Yeah. And I wish I got this information super late, so I didn't get to do a whole bunch of research on it, so I apologize. But that is a thing. Yeah, apparently he grew up doing it. He then, according to a CBS News article as of 2011, so sorry, this was really fucking late. The headline is Mike Tyson races homing pigeons on new show. So apparently there was going to be a show. He was raising and racing homing pigeons in a new television called Taking on Tyson. Is that a thing? Taking on Tyson?
I don't know.
Okay, well, R.I.P. if it was or wasn't.
Right. The reason I know is actually because Michael told me.
Okay, well, here's a fun fact. He threw his first punch when a neighborhood bully killed one of his beloved pigeons.
It was actually really sad.
And then he threw it in his face.
Oh,
Jesus. Sorry. You told me not to, and then I did.
There's even more details than that, but don't go into that.
All right, well, I won't.
No, it was sad. But, yeah. Like, he, took solace in, being with his pigeons because he was always bullied. And so he would go up to the roof and have his pigeons.
I was shocked about that. And
I was too.
Oddly, that is my favorite part of this episode.
Yes.
I mean, my notes on the episode.
No, it's good. It's very good.
The end, as we reach 2 hours almost on the dot. It's like 159.36.
But it'll be less after I edit it.
Sure. There was that big moment with the palmetto bug, palmetto dinosaur.
I'm leaving that in there.
And then we had the long pee break. So... what do we want to reiterate? Oh, I do want to say, and I keep forgetting to do this, one share dare. I mean, we're still going to call it that, I think. But if you could just share this episode with one person you think might enjoy the show that is not listening yet, that would really help us out. Smash that subscribe button. I know. I'm gonna totally run that into the ground. You're welcome.
No, I like it.
But do sign up for our YouTube. We purchased camera. We're getting there. So we'll be getting our YouTube content, and you'll want to be up to date when that happens.
Yes.
So go ahead. We do have content out there right now, so it's not like you'll just be waiting around. You got plenty of time to catch up on what we already have up there. Some of it is audio only. Some of it is actual video.
Yeah.
But do catch up, subscribe, like, and comment, rate, and subscribe on iTunes, Patreon, Spotify,
all the things.
We have a Patreon, and we'll be having more Patreon exclusive content up there for $1. You get $1 a month. That's like
$12 a year.
you get, like that's nothing. And you get extra content to clean your house, to get through the work day.
Hopefully it's poop worthy, because that's very important.
You're right. I said hopefully, but I know, God damn it,
it's poop worthy.
God damn it, our content's poop worthy. Still waiting on dog farts and
Sean Mallory.
Tina, we know your goddess, whatever.
Yes, thank you again for that.
866-5309. No, 867-5309.
Oh, God, no, it's stuck in my head.
Sorry. And thank you so much for being a fan. Ashley, we met you the other night. Thank you for hopefully listening. Ashley? Not Ashley.
Courtney?
Courtney. Oh, my God.
I was like, who the fuck is Ashley?
Who the fuck is Ashley? Courtney. Glad we met you the other night. That's it.
I think that's it. Yeah.
Cool. Well, let's button this one up.
Let's do it.
So until the next time it all goes terribly right. Oh, excuse me. See, I'm in such a better place right now in my life that I'm like, I want everything.
I love it so much.
Right. All right. Well, until the next time it all goes terribly wrong or right.
Yeah.
I'm Rebecca Carlson.
I'm Jordan Stock.
And we're sorry. Wow. Well, they're already dead. Is that cannibalism? They're already dead? Yeah, I guess it is. 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 I guess it is.